Hi, welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program with me, Dr. Luigi Groton, Vice President of Nutrition Education. In your last lesson, you learned how the heart is structured, how it functions to keep the body healthy, and why it's important to keep vessels healthy. Now, in Lesson 2, we'll look at nitric oxide, a vital gas that helps vessels and smooth muscle cells function at their best by letting nutrients and oxygen get optimally delivered to tissues. Nitric oxide is made by a protein-building block, the amino acid arginine, and a rare amino acid called citrulline. The benefits of nitric oxide were discovered in part by Dr. Lou Ignarro, who won a Nobel Prize for this scientific breakthrough. Let's see specifics and enrich your knowledge with Lesson 2. Welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program. In this lesson, we will see how nitric oxide contributes to the circulatory system. Let's get started. Tiny valves made of smooth muscle cells control the flow, just as the faucet in a sink allows water to flow. The tiny capillaries in the heart and all around the body control blood flow. We need to care for both the blood vessels in the heart to keep it functioning and the tiny blood vessels all over the body that feed our cells. Your nutrition is extremely important in supporting the health of these tiny blood vessels. Did you know that the blood vessels fed by your heart are more than 60,000 miles long? Most of this length is in the tiniest vessels in your body. They could wrap around the world twice. Nitric oxide, also known as NO, is a gas made by the cells lining the tiniest blood vessels in the body. It helps to relax the tiny muscles controlling the blood flow to the cells of the body. Your nutrition helps to determine how much nitric oxide is made by the blood vessels and how long it will stay in the tiny blood vessels to do its job. For example, when your arms need more blood supply for movement or for warmth, the brain signals the blood vessels in the arms to release nitric oxide. After a big meal, nitric oxide sends more blood to your stomach to help you digest the food. It controls blood pressure, giving more blood when you exercise and reducing the flow of blood when your body is at rest. Now, let's see how the process works. When nitric oxide gas is bubbled into an artery, the artery relaxes and opens up. Nitric oxide relaxes the smooth muscle cells in the walls of even the tiniest blood vessels. It acts for a very short time and helps blood vessels function to deliver nutrition and red blood cells, carrying oxygen to the tissues. Did you know? Nitroglycerin, a heart medication that relaxes the blood vessels in the heart, was first discovered to relieve heart pain by workers in a factory making dynamite in Sweden. Among the workers in the factory were some people with heart disease who had chest pain. They noticed that their pain was relieved while they were working, only to return when they went home. This observation led to the discovery that the nitroglycerin used to make dynamite could also be a heart medication. Many years later, it was discovered that nitroglycerin had its beneficial effects on the heart through nitric oxide. The dynamite factory was owned by Alfred Nobel. The fortune he made in his factory was used to fund the Nobel Prize. One of the amino acids called arginine, which is also a building block of proteins, has another function inside the cells. It is taken up into the cell and the nitrogen contained in the arginine amino acid is used to make nitric oxide, using a special protein called eNOS, or endothelial nitric oxide synthase. This protein is found in the walls of the tiniest blood vessels, and its activity depends on your overall nutritional health. Another rare amino acid called citrulline can help support the action of arginine in making nitric oxide. Nitric oxide only lasts a few seconds in the body, So the more antioxidant protection we provide, the more stable it will be and the longer it will last. The 1998 Nobel laureate in medicine and physiology, Dr. Lou Ignarro, and two other scientists discovered nitric oxide and its effects on the heart. Until then, it was thought that a protein must have accounted for the relaxation of blood vessels in the circulation. Their findings explained for the first time how nitric oxide affects circulation, improving the knowledge of doctors around the world. Let's learn some of the reasons why your body needs nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps relax blood vessels and improves blood flow. Nitric oxide also helps to maintain healthy blood pressure. Nitric oxide assists the circulatory system in maintaining a healthy heart through its actions on tiny blood vessels. Did you know that nitric oxide production from the cells in tiny blood vessels is higher during the daytime and is reduced at night while you are sleeping? That is why arginine supplements are sometimes recommended to be taken at night for maximum effectiveness. We all know by now all the benefits of an active lifestyle. However, exercise has another great advantage. Both cardiovascular exercise and weightlifting increase the need for oxygen. As a response to this increased need, blood vessel cells release more nitric oxide into the blood. This promotes relaxation of the vessel walls, which increases blood flow and oxygen delivery. Include at least 30 minutes of aerobic exercise per day to promote the production of nitric oxide. Let's learn a few tricks to make nitric oxide production last longer. Did you know that nitric oxide improves muscles? Studies show that when trained cyclists take nitric oxide supplements for 3 weeks, they improve the ability of their muscles to work efficiently during exercise. As you age, the body's natural synthesis of nitric oxide declines. Taking an arginine supplement, which contains vitamins C and E, may help restore normal nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is converted to an inactive form rapidly in tiny blood vessels by oxygen. Antioxidants such as vitamin C and E make nitric oxide survive in an active form within the blood vessel, where it can have more beneficial effects on the tiny blood vessels of the body. This is why arginine supplements may also contain vitamins E and C. Did you know? Some of the most popular nutrition supplements among bodybuilding and workout enthusiasts today contain arginine. Arginine supports increased production of nitric oxide and increased blood flow to muscles. The amino acid arginine is found in many protein-rich foods. Here are some examples of good sources of this essential amino acid. Many nuts and seeds contain arginine, such as pistachio nuts, almonds, sunflower seeds, and flax seeds. Various types of beans contain arginine. This includes kidney beans, soybeans, and lentils. Many different animal proteins contain arginine. For example, arginine is found in seafood such as tuna, salmon, mackerel, and shrimp. Fish is in many ways a better option than meat because of the lower fat content. Protein-enriched shakes have arginine and many other amino acids. Good work! You've completed another lesson in the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program. See you at the next meeting.